What a time to be alive, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm going to be talking about modern day gaming and why I think modern day gaming is cooked. So get yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and let's get right into it. So it goes back to a few days ago when I wanted to play my PlayStation 5. First I had to do a software update, then a controller update, and then eventually when it was time to play, I was bored and I'd been waiting for like 10-15 minutes for these updates to take place. Then the game needed an update and I was like, what is this? Where's the fun in this? Like, I've only got 40 minutes to play and 20 minutes of it's gone just waiting around doing nothing. Now don't get me wrong, my PlayStation has been sitting idle for a few months, so I do get it. It did need an update, and the controller needed an update, and the game needed an update. But still, at the same time, it just sucks. Then I don't really want to get into the whole Game Pass situation where everything's gone extortionate, double the price. Nintendo's charging $80 a game, and they're making rubbish games. Nothing that they used to make way back in the day. The content's rubbish. There's a lot of fluffing games, and it's just so much filler, and I'm kind of sick of it. You know, they got the remakes and the remasters. Fair enough, okay. Resident Evil 4, amazing remaster, even though it's been remastered like 10 times now on multiple different platforms. But it was a great game. Don't get me wrong, I played it again and I had a ton of fun. But aside from these remakes and rehashes, there is nothing out there anymore. Nothing's new, no new ideas. It's just rehashes of the same thing over and over again. There has been some new blood like Stellar Blade, but I didn't like that game, even though it's a new game and everything. Yeah, I get it. Leave it in the comment section down below. But I didn't get along with that game. Even though it was a good game, the graphics were great and everything, but it was just one of those games that I couldn't get into. It just seemed like it was empty. Like there was something missing. That game did not have a soul. Even though the fighting mechanics and everything were good, the story was dead. I can't play a game based on just the battle system. It has to have a good story as well, especially if I'm invested and I'm giving this game my time. It has to have a combination of a multiple of different things, and that game just didn't do it for me. Anyway, check this out, guys. Wow, did you hear that? That was the Xbox 360 intro. I put my Xbox 360 on the other day, and the first game that I wanted to play was Max Payne 3. This is the game that, till this day, in my humble opinion, has some of the best shooting mechanics in any game ever made. I don't care what anyone says. Hands down, in my opinion, this is one of the best games ever made.
No. If I'm honest, I just got kind of bored of boozing. I mean, once in a while, but not all the time.
I feel your pain, buddy. Like, gaming in 2025 just absolutely sucks. It's just ridiculous. And that's why I am telling you guys, if you've got older systems, go back and play these older systems. Now check out some of the shooting.
I hoped I hadn't lost my edge, along with everything else. It was time to choose, a nasty fall or a bullet to the head.
Totally recommend Max Payne 3, guys. Whether it's on the 360, Steam, PC, whatever, go and check it out. Perfect Dark, another classic game that I spent many an hour on. And being able to boot it up in 2025 and having a blast on it was something that blew my mind. I couldn't actually believe what I was seeing and how much fun I had. I honestly spent about 5 hours non-stop without any breaks playing on my Xbox 360. That's how much I missed it. Now don't get me wrong, I also missed the multiplayer aspect of it as well. I have to play a lot of Halo online, a lot of Street Fighter online. All that's gone now. But guess what? All the single player games that I wanted I've got in my collection, and I can't wait to actually play them. Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, or whatever it's called. But I was playing that. Absolutely amazing, and the graphics are absolutely so cool. The thing is, what I want to address, guys, is that we've got so used to and accustomed to realistic graphics. I'm bored of that. I like to play a game to get away from reality, so I don't mind the graphics not being realistic anymore. I want them to look like a game, because that's the essence of it. That's the soul of gaming. And I think that everyone's striving to, you know, go forward and make everything super realistic, and it just doesn't hit for me anymore. I like to go back and play games that actually look like games and not something that's realistic, because it just takes that gaming essence away from it. In my opinion anyway, that's what I think. I also find myself playing on my multiple emulation devices that I've got. So the Ambinix, the Power Kiddies, the Steam Deck, all of these systems that I've got. I love going back and playing my retro games on these types of systems. And guess what, guys? The best thing about it for me is that I'm able to play multiple different games all at the same time. Now that doesn't really make sense, but let me break it down for you. So basically, in the morning I'll pick up Chrono Trigger and put a couple of hours in Chrono Trigger. By lunchtime I'm playing Pokemon. In the evening I'm playing Mario or Metroid. So it just gives me so much flexibility to play all these different games on all these different systems, and I've got different systems to play different games on. And I think it's so cool to have original hardware as well. So I've got my SNES, my Mega Drive. I go and play games on there as well, and it's just amazing. I just don't like the fact that everything's being pushed money wise, and these games, these AAA games are garbage, rubbish. They don't even give you anything, nowhere near the value for your money. These indie games though, kicking ass. Sega released the new Shinobi game, that was amazing. The new Ninja Gaiden game, that's amazing. I love that pixel art stuff, and it's going back to the roots. All of these companies are going back to where they started off from and building up on that, and I think that's amazing in 2025. But all this AAA, all you AAA companies, you're garbage. You need to pick up from these indie companies who have got like 5 people, 10 people, 20 people working on a game and making it better than your AAA game and charging you $20. Look at Silk Song, absolutely amazing, epic game, epic price. You can't go wrong. That's what gaming needs to be. A nice price point, a decent game. Doesn't matter about graphics too much, just make a good game with a good story. That's all we gamers ask for, and we're not getting it. And that's my major issue in 2025 when it comes to gaming on modern hardware, especially like the PlayStation 5. The Xbox is cooked, finished, game over, it's done. But to be honest with you, in my humble opinion, Microsoft's aim was to actually destroy gaming, and they kind of have destroyed it for themselves. And I don't know how long Sony's going to carry on in Nintendo, because they're charging $80 a game. That's ridiculous. Who's going to pay £80 a game? It's just mad. It doesn't make no sense. And moving forward, when they charge more and all this, it's crazy. Charging so much in extortionate prices for your consoles, and then you're charging so much prices for the games as well. Now I get it. It costs a lot of money to make a game. But at the same time, try to balance it out so it makes sense. It doesn't make sense when you're giving us half a game or a quarter of a game on a disc or a quarter of a game on a cart and selling it full price when we don't even own the whole full game. It's ridiculous. Make it make sense. Another epic thing that I want to mention is that you can play your original Xbox games on your Xbox 360. That is absolutely amazing. I can't believe how epic the actual Xbox 360 is, and I'm so glad that I got one and it's still here and I'm able to play all my games on it. It's just absolutely amazing. Now my next aim is to get a PlayStation 3 because I don't own one, and I'd like to play Metal Gear Solid 4 before they actually remaster it or remake it or make it worse. Somehow they always end up making games worse these days when they do remaster them, so we'll see. But I've got a plethora of games for my 360, and I will be making a video on solely my 360 and all the games that I've got for my Xbox 360, so watch out for that video. So let me know how you feel, guys. What are you playing in 2025? Do you feel the same as I feel, like everything's so expensive and you're not getting the bang for your buck? Because that's how I feel in 2025. I just feel like older games make more sense. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like, share, subscribe. Leave some comments in the comment section. Catch you in the next video. Stay safe. Peace.